Okay, hi guys. You need your notebooks. Make sure you open them up to volume of rectangular prisms. This lesson is going to seem, how can I say it? It's going to be super easy, but we're making it harder because we're identifying all these parts. Because when we do something other than a rectangular prism, you need to make sure you understood all the parts. It'll make sense as we go. Let's first talk about volume. Volume is the amount of three-dimensional, let's get this. There we go. Of three-dimensional space occupied by an object. Volume can also be referred to as capacity. The capacity, how much does it hold? Okay. The base of a three-dimensional object names the shape. A prism has two bases which are parallel. If I'm going too fast, just pause the video. Parallel to each other. They do not touch. They do not touch. They're the ones that do not touch. The area of the base is represented by a big B. A big B. So let's go here and let's first identify the base. Well, whenever you have something laying on its side and it's a rectangle, so the shape of the base is rectangle, we just always say use the bottom numbers as the base, the ones that are touching the surface. So this is the base. These two are the bases. They do not touch, okay? The big B, the area of the base, would be 4.5 times 9. Let me show that again right here. 4.5 times, let's do green, 9. Okay? And so that would give me the area of the base is 40.5. Okay, let's look at this shape over here. The base is here and here, and they're the ones that are parallel. This, again, is a rectangle. And I'm sorry if my dog barks in the background. That's what she does. It's a rectangle. The area would be, just like we did before, a 7. Get this. Come on. A 7. And you should know how to do this from the surface area by 16. So that would be 112. And by the way, we say yards squared. This would have been centimeters squared, right? And this is a cube. This is actually a square. The base is a square. Here's the base. And here's the base. Two bases. And this is let's see if I can get this to switch. This is an 8.5 by 8.5. So we just multiply that. 8.5 times 8.5 is 72.25. Okay, now to find the volume of a rectangular prism, volume can be determined by finding the area of the base and multiplying it by the height of the prism. In a rectangular prism, the area of the base can be found by using B equals BH. So this is big B, and that's the what I had right here, the purple and the green, right? Okay, so the formula can be written as volume equals a big B times height. So let's describe each variable. V stands for volume. Big B is the area of the base. Okay. And the height, or the H, is the height of the prism. Okay. So let's flip to the next page and get started. So our formula is volume equals big B times height. Now let's plug in our values. We don't know what B is. We're going to find that. Equals big B. Let's put big B in parentheses. Big B is going to be 15 times 10. 15 times 10. Height is going to be 12. Now, this is why I said it looks like I'm making it harder than it is, because when it comes to a rectangular pyramid, basically all you're doing is multiplying all the numbers. That's all you're doing. You're multiplying all the numbers. We just did it the hard way, or we identified it the hard way. But when that base changes size or changes shape, like when it's a triangle, it's a whole different story. You can't just multiply all the numbers. So in this case, the answer to this one is 1800. But now we say feet cubed, because remember when we did, hold on, let's go back here. Remember how this was yards squared and this would have been meters squared? Well, we're taking an M2 and we're doing another shape. So we have three, or another side. So 1, 2, 3 is why we're cubed now, because we multiplied 3 different sides. Okay? So again, the formula is volume equals big B times height. Let's plug it in. So the base would be this right here. It's 21 by 21. It's a square base. Okay? So volume equals 21 times 21, and then times the height, which is 6.1. And so our volume for this one is 2690.1. And that's millimeters cubed. Millimeters cubed. Okay, let's do one more. Here's our base. Our formula is volume equals big B times H. Could you do the big B without me putting it in parentheses? What is big B? It's 4 times 2. So I could just say big B is 8. Now we're going to go times the height, 9.25, or 9 1/4. And so our answer is 74 inches cubed. Okay? Now again, the rest of the problems are just done that way. You're just going to multiply the 3 sides. Because you're going to multiply the 3 sides, if there's something you're missing, like in this case, we don't know the height, but we know the volume, I would just say 408 equals, now the base is 3.4 times 8. So let's do that. 3.4 times 8 is 32. 8 times 3 is 24, 25, 26, 27. One number behind the decimal. So 27.2 times the height. We don't know the height. This is just a 6th grade equation. Divide by 27.2. Divide by 27.2, and we would get that the height equals 15 inches. Okay? That would be the height. The same here. You're trying to find this B. because this is base times height, or you call this base times height. Basically, you're saying 2736 equals 24 times 1 times x. So you can go ahead and multiply these out, and we get 24x equals 2736. Divide by 24, divide by 24, and the missing dimension is 9.5. Okay, so that's all for today, and thank you.